Hey guys, so this isn't going to be my usual form of War Thunder content with me, just showing you guys off the replay and all that, which usually I'll be doing because you'll be seeing, I think, 2 or 3 replays going up here with me just showing some stuff off. But today I want to talk to you about something that's kind of been going on in the War Thunder community, and especially the community I'm in, or the communities I'm in. So what's been going on is people have been talking about how the game's unbalanced, how Gaijin needs to do some stuff. And with this next coming update this month of, I think, what is it? June, people have been saying the game's unbalanced. They're doing, the vehicles, top tier and everything. The tier I play at, which is 10.3 to 11.3, 11.7, it's unbalanced. It is. However, the issue is it's not easy to balance. It's not. And the War Thunder community needs to realize that. The issue that is arising because of the War Thunder's community to not go arcadey like World of Tanks, and the maps always having to be realistic, is actually putting the War Thunder community down and not having us, have new players, an influx of players. So this is having us be stuck with the same old maps year after year for years. And this is leading us to an issue. We are having tanks that are not meant for tank battles. This Abrams right here was never meant for tank battles, modern day tank battles. It was never meant for that shit. It was meant to fight against T-69s, T-50s, old Soviet era tanks. It was never meant to fight against, Type 90s, Type 90Ms, like all this stuff is fighting against right now. Like, what I'm fighting against right now in this match, you can see what I'm fighting against right now. It was never meant to fight this shiz. Not even in game, not in real life. It was never meant to. Ever. And yet, this is what it's fighting in. It's ridiculous. Like, as you can see, this was, I'm not supposed to be fighting this shit. I'm supposed to be fighting against 8.0 stuff. 8.0, 7.7, really, really low tier shiz. And this is not meant for this type of combat. It's meant for desert urban combat. It ain't meant for this. So, the maps that we have in War Thunder are meant to be realistic. That's an issue. Tanks are also meant to be realistic. And we're coming to an issue where the game is dying because of it. We need to stop being realistic. We need to do all this stuff. We need more, tanks that were never invented. Like, let's say we make an Abrams that just has a ton of frontal armor, and we, make that. And we do all this stuff. Because even, because the Panzer has a range of 18 kilometers. If I was to put that in miles, that's 15 miles, guys. 15. That is a ridiculous range at top tier air, right? It can kill you the moment you spawn in. The ADAS has a maximum range of 10 to 8 kilometers. With miles, that is that's nothing. That is nothing. Its missile has a drop off. That is massive drop off range. It sucks. The ADAT sucks, and that's what I use. America sucks at top tier. It gets dogpiled on. Its win rate at 11.7 is 30%. Its win rate at 11.3 is 35%. And that's with this tank, which I have used for over 500 plus battles. It is 35%, and I'm one of the best players right now. I have tried my hardest to be good, and I only have a 35% win rate. I can rarely get 1 kill a game in this thing. Rarely. If I can get good, I maybe 2 kills a game. Even in this game, where I get 8 kills, 3 kills, whatever, in this tank, it ain't gonna do anything for my KD. My KD is negative to the point where it's unfixable. I'd have to be getting 8-10 kill a games for 100 games straight to even fix this. It's broken. America requires to be teamed up with either Russia or Germany and Sweden every other game to have a chance. It's nigh impossible to win. War Thunder does not realize this. Most players do not realize this. They're like, oh, America sucks. No, it's straight up. America stopped inventing stuff for the ground forces in the late 80s, late 90s. Reason is to focus on air defense. And attack ships. They found it was much more capable, much far better, and we found that out. America found that out. That focusing on the air was far superior. It netted far more results. With the F-22 Raptor, the F-35, B-52 Stratos Fortress, all this stuff, it netted them a greater return than to focus on tanks. Tanks were worth nothing compared to their, air. So, these tanks aren't going to be worth anything. And we can always see this with their air tech trees. With air tech trees, you can always see that. As right now, in the next update, Italy is getting a freaking 11-7 Leopard that's better than Germany's. It's bloody ridiculous. I mean, it's just it's ridiculous what's going on in this game. This game is not going to survive for much longer. I'm going to say this. It's not going to survive long. It won't survive for the next decade. There's already games that are better than War Thunder and do what War Thunder does better. I mean, we already have issues like this. The replay's broken and has been for years. There's a cheater problem. We're not allowed to mention cheaters in forums and anywhere. We can't really report them. Reports do nothing. There's just so many issues. And when you have YouTubers saying stupid crap like Fly Daily saying, oh, well, try to make a separate game for 6-7. No, it breaks queues, it breaks the servers. No, you haven't played the game fully. You haven't been playing the game. You play a separate game. You play a one death leaves type of situation. We play a game where we bring entire bloody lineups to our game. You don't. 7-7 does not exist anymore. 6-7 does not exist. I tried playing 6-7. I've tried playing 7-7. If you do that shiz, 7-7 becomes 8-7. 6-7 becomes 5-7. He does not realize that shiz because he does not play the game. People need to start listening to bloody YouTubers because they do not play the goddamn game. I do not care how many hours they have. They don't have the goddamn game. They can play it for 8 hours a day, but in reality, all they're doing is playing one match and leaving. Trying to get that 2 minutes of footage or 5 minutes of footage, and that's all they do. That's all they bloody do. And it annoys the hell out of me because people think listening to YouTubers is a good idea. It's not, because they're not smart. And I really hate crapping on these YouTubers because I like them a lot, but Fly Daily and all these other guys, they don't know what they're talking about. They may be playing since 2013, 2016, but they don't know. I mean, yes, it's a good idea to try to separate them, battle wings, likewise, World War II from Cold War era, but it's not gonna work. We've seen how bad the servers are. We've seen what happens when people do that shit. We saw what happened to Chinese servers. Chinese servers are non-existent because they tried that shit, and now we have an influx of Chinese players. I mean, just look at my game. We got Chinese players here, probably Chinese players on my team, but it does not work. It will not work. It's just there's too many issues for War Thunder, and War Thunder's not a big enough game. We only average, I think, 100,000, 200,000 players. It would work if we average a couple million. We don't. We're not a game that has a big enough player base. World of Tanks, the World of Tanks people, Wargaming, they have far more people than us. They make far more money. If we were more like World of Tanks or Wargaming, we'd probably have more players. And I know a lot of people hate that, but hell, we need to be more like them. We need to steal their players. We need to make our shiz less fucking grindy. Because the tank grind, for me, it is taking, since the clickbait has come out, for me, since this damn clickbait has come out, it has taken me, alright, to get the fucking 8 ads. I was at 8.3, and I had to grind there, and it took me 1,000 hours. 1,000 normal hours. No premium, no like premium views. I had some premium time here and there. I got the clickbait when it came out. I pre-ordered that shit. From there, I spent all the time to get fucking 8 ads. Alright? That is fucking ridiculous, guys. That is bad. I can even show you guys this. So, I'm gonna exit this, and I'll even show you guys this. And it is so bad that it just is ridiculous. So, I'll show you guys this. So, here's my stats. My best vehicles. My money makers. They clickbait. 7,500,000. It is better than my Leopard A1A1, which I have had for longer. For far more longer. Like years longer. More battles, right? Than my clickbait. And yet, my clickbait has made almost double. My Vicus, which I put a talisman on, hasn't made shite. And it got me a nuke. You can see the issue with premium vehicles when they make far more. My aim. Here's my aim, which I had, I'm pretty sure before the clickbait, hasn't done any research compared to my clickbait. So 628,000 compared to the clickbait's 127,000, right? Sorry about that. So that's ridiculous. So if we go to the US, I was at 9.3. So I was, I was at 8.3. I was right here. I had to research everything here. I had to go here, get that. I had to research all of this. Boom, 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 boom. I had to go through this entire tech tree. That took me ages. And I only discovered by using this in actual combat, it's fucking useless. I'm sorry for swearing. I'm sorry for getting angry. I'm sorry for ranting. But this is coming from a War Thunder player who's had this game since 2016. I played on and off from then. Been playing since 2021 with people. Like, haven't missed a day pretty much. And I've been fucking grinding this shit. Spent hella money. This is fucking ridiculous. It's so ridiculous, the fact that this is what War Thunder players get. Yes, I know it's hard to balance the fucking game, but this should not be the fucking case where the USSR gets this type of shit because it's realism. No. Every fucking AA at top tier, no matter if it's realistic or not, should have the same type of missile. And their aviation tech tree at top tier is far too powerful. Their AGGMs are able to launch at a ridiculous range. And I do mean ridiculous. They far outclass the ADAS in range. I get hit by these things before I even get a lock. It is ridiculous and it gets really bloody annoying. Lock range, 40 kilometers. I get hit by this thing before I even see it. I am dead. I've died by this thing. Well, most of my deaths come by these things. These things need a nerf. I've died by these things countless goddamn times. At top tier, the most dangerous weapon are these bombs. And almost every goddamn plane has them. There's no counter to them. The AAs are out fucking classed. Every fucking AA is outclassed. And yet, most AAs can't do shit. The flak rad, or the flak bus, is using Rollins. Something that is useless. Utterly useless. Both of these are useless. I wouldn't even go use this thing. I'm not researching it. It's bloody useless to me. I'd much rather like a pod. Because it can kill something. This is useless. Britain has the same issue. It's using an ADAS. No gun. And it's 11.7. It should be 11.3. And you encounter these issues so many times. Well, most of these AAs shouldn't be at the tier they're at. Because they don't deserve it. They're not good enough. This shouldn't even be 10.3. That's a 9.3 vehicle. And it's just, there's so many issues with ground. It's so much harder to research. Like, I got this thing banged out just using an A10. 1,200 battles it took with my A10 to bang this entire tree out. As you guys can see, 1,200 battles. Could a normal player, free-to-play, do this? No. God, no. I have had multiple free-to-play players have to pay to play with me, even to get anywhere in this game. I've had to straight up have free-to-play players pay in to even play, and it's sad. It's fucked up because I don't think that's fair. I've had multiple people like that. I think this is one of the guys who did it. I've had, multiple people. List of people. I mean, it's not fair when you have to have, like, almost all the people on my friends list have paid money for this game. Have put in money. All of them. Each and every one. I can tell you everything about it. I have spent so much time on this game. It is ridiculous. And yet, there was no rewards, there was no nothing for collecting vehicles, for buying entire treasuries, for researching them. You get nothing. You get nothing for being an OG player. I am an OG player. I have a calling card from 2016. I have things from 2016. I have planes from 2016. I am not rewarded. I do not get rewarded. There was no recommendations. If you are a new player and you somehow discover this video and you have somehow gotten to the end here, I do recommend this game. I love it. I love it for everything it has. It is a fun game. However, I gotta recommend some shit. The nations that people start with for either air or ground. For ground, if you want to have fun, you're not going to want to start with certain nations. Certain nations aren't going to be fun. I'd recommend the USSR. It's one of the better nations to start with, as it's the most fun. Most nations, if you're starting and you're brand new to the game, you're going to want to pick the USSR or France, or if you really want to have some fun, you could pick Great Britain. But the USSR is the best one. For air, that's really up to you. Air goes anywhere. Most air tech teams are pretty fun. It's really up to you, which is your fave. I've tried most of them. They're all pretty good. But it's all really up to you guys. You guys see I'm a Roblox YouTuber. You've seen I played other tank games on Roblox. I've recommended them too. I've played World of War Tanks. I've played World of Warplanes. I've played World of Tanks Blitz. I've played World of Tanks Modern. I have played other World of Tanks games. I have played, World of Warships. I played them all. They're all fun. As fun as this game? No. But they're all good. I don't know anymore. I just, 3,000 hours later. 8 years. 8 years of this. And I don't know anymore. I don't know if I can continue. It's hell. Gaijin doesn't listen to us. They've destroyed Crossout. I paid for Crossout when it came out. I paid for that. I paid $10-20. And I no longer play it. I don't play it. I haven't played it since 2018, 2020. Because they destroyed it with microtransactions, made it unplayable. You have to pay $100 to get anywhere in that game. And that's for every tier. And just like Warthundermoments, and they destroyed Enlisted, and they destroyed all the other games. So and those games don't have voices in their community. So I don't know. I'd be careful with this company, but yeah. I just thought I'd tell you guys. I'm sorry for ranting for 20 minutes, but it's just I needed to get this off my chest, guys. It's just I don't fucking know anymore. If you guys want to show this around, show this to YouTubers and all that, and you know, talk about this amongst your friends and all that, and amongst YouTubers, go ahead. But you know, I've been playing since 2016. I know everything mostly. I've seen the Cheetos. I've seen everything, and yeah. Trust me, guys. Cheating isn't gonna get better. It's not gonna just disappear. Gaijin needs to start suing these cheaters. Most cheaters you're gonna see are at top tier. A lot of them, and I don't wanna be that guy, but I'm gonna point out obvious. A lot of them have the Chinese usernames. A lot of them are gonna be bots, and a lot of them are gonna be on those websites trying to sell the accounts. So just be wary of certain people with certain usernames. There you go. So, hope you guys have, you know, I hope this has helped you guys. I really, really do. And if you want any more of this, I'll see you guys later. And goodbye. Thank you for listening. Love you.